Sound about.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday Night Training. I'm so excited to see all your beautiful faces. And on this wonderful Monday, it's been beautiful here today. I don't know how pretty it's been where you guys are at, but it's been really nice here. Um, I'm so excited because tonight, for the first time on the Monday night Zooms, you're going to hear from Jan and Greg. They're going to be training us tonight. So I'm really, really excited about it. So we've got another team in the lineup. So now it's going to be me, Stacy, Christy, and the Bergs. So I'm really, really excited to bring them on and have them partner with us on these Monday night Zooms. I think it's always good to hear from other leaders besides your own because you hear from, I mean, if you're on my team, you hear from me all the time. And, it's kind of like, somebody else could say the same thing that I say, but then it'll click. So I think the whole thing about bringing in other leaders, we're all. I mean, it's so funny because when you go to like the conventions and Zing Fling, you'll hear people say the same exact thing, but somebody will say it, and then all of a sudden it'll just make sense to you. So it's happened to me so many times. So we're really, really excited to bring on the Bergs, and I'm just going to go ahead and turn it over to you, Jan.
Well, I'm going to start, to be honest with you.
Okay, well,
And,
I'll turn it over to you, Greg. How about that?
thank you, Melissa. And, your words about hearing it from a different voice, the first time that happened to us, I think it was when our kids told me and their mom that they didn't like something, and we went to the neighbors the next day and had the same dadgum thing we served for dinner, and they ate it, and they're like, "Oh, we love this," and I'm like, "Oh, you little turkey butt," So that's the way I liken it too, because when you get to feel it, taste it, like it from somebody else, and just the fact that I talk a little bit different, same message, but I talk a little bit different, so. I'm gonna give you about 5 minutes worth of stuff real quick. Just four popular rules that successful people follow, but the masses do not. If you just think about that and how it digests into your business. The first thing is, and I got this from about five or six different successful people inside this business and outside this business. The first one is not worrying about impressing others. Successful people do not care or operate with any care of others being impressed. They invest for later versus buying on time. They look at long-term results and don't worry about what other people are saying. And excuse my throat, I feel great. I just don't know why my throat has been scratchy for a week. But the second thing, have an abundance mindset. Focus on investing in yourself, investing in others versus a lack mentality, lack of money. Most of the people that we run into on a daily basis are always worried about whether they can pay their bills or not, right? So that seems to be the biggest number one factor out there is people worried about lack of money. Well, if you concentrate on the lack of money, that's what you're going to have is lack. So how do you develop an abundance mindset? Number one is through prayer. Number two, through self development, and number three, I added this myself, is having an accountability partner that you can talk things through and that will hold you accountable. Because if you say you're going to do it, then you're going to do it. Because it's easy for us to let ourselves down. Oh, I'm going to start this and not do it. Blah blah blah. You get that. The third thing, number three, think long term. Become a king or queen of delayed gratification. It goes without saying that we're in a gratification world, instant gratification. I'll put it on my credit card. I'll buy that car that's too expensive. I'll go on the vacation and I'll pay for it. I mean, we all do it. We've all done it. It's just the masses are doing it. But think long term, become a king or queen of delayed gratification. And the fourth and final thing, and this one really hits a lot of areas, but share, swap, or scratch the back of others. Collaborate. Collaboration sets you up for success. It opens up new networks of knowledge. And that's what we're all looking for. That's what when we bring team members in, they're opening up their mind to the network of knowledge that you have to give them. When we collaborate with our accountability partners and our mentors, we're opening up our minds to new networks of knowledge. And that's what we're all looking for. And that really kind of sums up how Melissa talked about, all of us collaborating together and teams coming together and doing those kind of things. So really those four simple steps, and if you just start to think about and incorporate them in your daily habits and think, how does this, am I doing this for number one to impress somebody? And then think about it a little bit. Any and all of those. Oops. I guess Chan just unmuted herself and it echoed because we're too close, but especially because they all intertwine together and they'll just make your business stronger. And those things really are just great keys to success for the future. And I'm going to turn it over to Jan.
Okay, can you guys hear me? Okay, so I'm going to read this. Pam Coach shared this on her page today. We talk a lot about collaboration. We talk a lot about learning from others. We talk a lot about, one of my big things every day is I try to learn something new. So thank you, Tammy Knotts, for sharing that with me today, because that was my new thing for today. But when you surround yourself with people that know more than you, that are doing more things than you, it just rubs off on you. And so being able to plug into people like that. So Pam shared this is on her feed today. Sit me next to the woman that's doing better than me so I can learn. Some of y'all are so insecure that y'all, see, I'm not Southern, but y'all only feel better around people that you feel are beneath you. So sis, learn to be inspired, not intimidated. And I think sometimes, we always want to, I just love gleaning from other people and finding out what they're doing, how they're doing things. And I love when they share it. And, so if you have something that's working for you, that's what that's the biggest thing you can do for the entire company is share what you're doing that's working. When you keep it to yourself, your team's not going to grow either. So share it with everybody that you can, because you have great ideas. You have, like I said, things that are working. So share those. So the other thing I'm going to talk about is plugging in. So thank you all for being here tonight. This helps us as much as it helps you. We're here to share things that we've done that have helped us. We're here to share ideas that we've heard on different trainings that we've done. And I will tell you, one thing that I learned in a training that we did a few weeks ago, we were going through how to become a successful leader. And one of the things they talked about in there was, if you are not writing things down when you're at a training, if you're not writing things down, then you're just being entertained. So when you write them down, here's what happens. You write them down, and so the chances of you remembering it increase. When you write it down and then say it back to somebody, it goes even higher. And then when you've written it down, you say it back to somebody and you actually implement what it is that you've heard, then your success just skyrockets. So I just kind of think about that, and then here's the taking that a step further. If you write it down, you're at trainings, you write it down, but you never go back and reference it, you never go back and use it and apply it, then you're just overeducating yourself and not really doing anything with it, right? So our goal is to learn when we're at any trainings, and it could be just one little nugget that you're taking away. So learn that one little nugget and then put it into action. Okay, so plugging in. So you guys are plugging in tonight. You've been plugging in on different trainings. There's all kinds of trainings that you can plug in on. But here's the thing that's really exciting is what is coming up. We know that we have been hearing that middle of the month, we're probably going to have our relaunch. We had our soft launch. We're looking for the relaunch, whatever you want to call it. And they've said middle of the month. We don't know for sure exactly what day it's coming, but we're getting ready for it, right? We got ready for the launch. And I don't know about you guys, but we were getting ready for about a month for the launch, and it absolutely blew up. We know that this relaunch is going to absolutely blow up, and you want to be ready for it. If you sit back and wait for it to happen and then say, oh, dang it, I had to go to work that day. Well, you all know you're going to go to work on Monday or whatever day you go to work, right? So if it happens Monday and you're going to be at work, you want to have an action plan in place for if that happens. And so get your list ready, get, whatever, however it is that you're going to reach out to them. I know I've got Project Broadcast, so I have a message ready to go out to everybody as soon as it launches that they can hop in and do their pre-order. Help them out. Make sure that you're communicating with your people. Okay, the other thing is Fling is coming up. And if you haven't registered for Fling, again, that's a great place to go. I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of you there that I haven't talked to you in person. Maybe I've seen you, but haven't talked to you in person. Looking forward to meeting you there and just locking arms and celebrating everything that's been going on. And just really, it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be exciting. And lots of things are going to happen. So if you haven't registered for Fling, if you're brand new, make sure that you call in the discounted rate. And actually, I think you can click the registration and do it on there as well. But anyway, so make sure that you're registered for that. And then, guys, something super exciting is happening on Saturday. And that is Super Saturday. I know some of you have watched these and they are amazing. And thank you, Christy Van Dam, for getting those organized because they are powerful. So if you have not had a chance to sit in on them, and guys, I know that you can hop in on the recordings. I know that, but here's the thing. Get on it live as much as you can. If you can get on the whole thing live, it is going to be more impactful for you getting on there live than it is going back and watching it on replay. And again, I love watching the replays, but get on live and support people that are there, that are spending their time pouring into you and that are sharing their wisdom and willing to take that time to do that. And, if you hadn't gotten to regionals, this is a great chance for you to get some really important training and some high level training from some really amazing guests. And I know Melissa's going to be one of those people on there that day. So don't miss it on Saturday. And then, let's see, tomorrow night is Road to Founders Club. So if you're part of that, right, make sure tomorrow night is the Zoom for that. And then here's the last thing I'm going to leave you with. If you don't know where you're going, if you have not written your goals, if you have not written your why, and you don't know where you're going, how do you expect to get there? And if you say, I've had people say to me, you know what, I want to be a gold manager. Okay, what does that mean? How do you break that down? Why do you want to be a gold manager? What's it going to do for you? What's it going to do for you and your family? So make sure you really know your why, because then when you have days that are slow, you have days where people are saying no, or you can't get a hold of anybody, or they're ghosting you, or whatever happens, it's not going to be that big of a deal, right? We all have peaks and valleys. And when you're going through those valleys, if you know your why, you're going to keep going. All right, so that's all I have for you today, or that's all we have. So Christy and Melissa, if you guys want to add anything? Stacy?
Am I muted? I thought I was talking. Christy, sorry.
I couldn't mute unmute either. I was like, what is happening right now?
I thought I'd unmuted. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, that was great, Jen. Great points. And you guys, all of the things that we're doing that we're promoting for, Zing Fling coming up, Super Saturday coming up, Road to Founders Club tomorrow night, this training tonight, do your best to get on and bring your teams. Bring your teams, because I loved what they said. And I kind of missed some of it because I was in and out of the car, but about how you learn from other people, even though they say the same exact things. It happens all the time. Happens with every single person. I mean, I will tell my husband something over and over and over again, and he will go spend the day with Mark Walker, and he will come home and tell me the same thing I've been telling him that I learned from Mark Walker, but all of a sudden it hit. So people will learn from other people. Let your people branch out. Let your people learn from other people, because I'm telling you, together, you're going to be stronger. So I love that we collaborate. I love that we get on here and do it together. And that was a great training, Jen and Greg. Go ahead, Melissa.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And all the things that I agree with all of them and the things that Chrissy said. One of the things that I do want to talk to you about is this promo that corporate has, because I think that it's not getting enough attention. And I think it's huge. I think it's huge in the way that you can grow your business if you focus on it. And it's getting 3 partners this month, 3 partners in April, and 3 partners in May. You do that, you do all 3 months, and you're going to get $500. But let's look at the big picture of that, because if you get those 9 new partners and develop them, you just earned yourself a free trip for 2 to Cancun in January with us. I mean, they're actually paying you to earn a trip. I mean, take advantage of the things that they give us. If they're going to put money on the table, don't leave it on the table. Put it in your pocket. So put that on your goals and put it somewhere that you're going to get 3 partners this month. I just did my second one. I got 1 to go, and I just earned myself $200. And you know where I'm getting my partners from? The customers that I've signed up the last month. That's where my partners are coming from, because I'm going back and talking to them. They've already started using this GLPX. They know it's good, and they're talking to their friends about it. And this relaunch that's coming is going to be explosive. And if you're not opening your mouth and talking to them about what's coming, then you're doing them a disservice. Let them tell you no. Don't make the decision for them. Your job is to tell them, and then they get to decide. But put the value in it. Show them why they want to do it. And you just need 3. Come on. Y'all can get 3. We got a relaunch coming. Everybody that signs up for that GLPX, get them in as a partner and see what can happen to your business. I mean, does anybody want to go on a free trip for 2 all-inclusive to a 5-star resort to Cancun, Mexico in January when it's cold everywhere? Because I do. I'm going. I mean, do y'all want to go? Because this is laid out right here for you so you can go, and they're going to pay you to do it. So that's what I got.
I think everybody needs to make a goal to hit that.
Oh, yeah.
I know I asked in my team page, and I had 2 people respond, yes, I'm doing it. You know, it's a challenge that Mark specifically called and gave it to me, and I think everyone can do it. So I think you guys need to write that down, and actually write it down and then post it in your team page somewhere. Put it by your computer, do whatever you can, because it is really, really going to pay off. It really is. But we all have to do it. Can you imagine if everyone on here did that?
Oh, God.
That is you guys. Absolutely incredible. And then let your people do it too. It's not just for you, it's for everybody. So that right there is huge. If you can get a new person to do that, can you imagine how much money they can make with double quick start, with hitting manager, and with that extra bonus? And I agree with Melissa. I do not think we're talking about it enough. But we are literally days away from this relaunch. Days, you guys. So be ready. Don't get discouraged if the first of the month has been slow. Be ready. Light yourself on fire right now.
Kaboom! Let's do it.
Oh, for sure. For sure. You know, because I heard something today that the GLP-1 agonist market is going to grow by a minimum of 6% every year for the next 8 years. And this is going to be a $30+ billion industry that we're just tapping into, and we are on the cutting edge.
I saw Stacy unmute.
I did. I want to kind of echo a little bit about what you guys said. Corporate gives us these promotions for a reason, not just to give us extra money. If you look at every promotion they give us, it is designed and built around us using it to build our business. Every promotion that's given to us, if you look back at the managers' promotions over the last few months, and now this one over the next few months, use these promotions as a business building tool. Okay, just like Melissa said, or Christy, or one of them said, not just for you, but for your team. Get your whole team involved in this. And if you have not started focusing on Founders Club yet, it's not too late. This is pretty much the perfect time, the perfect storm to really get focused on Founders Club if you haven't already, because here's the thing. We've got what I'm calling our hard launch coming up soon. Okay, we had a soft launch, lasted for 17 days, and now we're going to have the hard launch coming out. You're going to be getting a lot more people signed up. You're going to be getting your inception points boosted. Just like Melissa said, the other people who have signed up and having great results, you need to be going back to them and getting them to upgrade and getting their quick start bonus and the manager. Okay, using the GLPX combined with the Gut Collective or one of the X bundles. Don't be, signing people up. If you can keep from it, don't be doing individual bottles. It's working better, and we're seeing that it's working better with the bundles. Okay, so make sure that you're getting that connected to one of the bundles or kits. And use this to focus on Founders Club, because over the next 3 months with this promotion and with this new hard launch, you could have a tremendous amount and maybe even earn Founders Club, even if you're sitting at 0 points. It's not out of the question, and I guarantee people is going to do it. Over the next 3 months, people are going to earn Founders Club that was sitting at a very low number or maybe sitting at 0 points. So don't count yourself out if you're thinking, hey, it's March and I've already missed almost half of the qualification period. That's okay. There's still a lot of people that earned it in the first 6 months. Okay. And will be earning, people will be earning more over the next couple months. So don't count yourself out. You're in a perfect place to be earning Founders Club in the next 3 months. So that's all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you guys for joining us. And Melissa or the Bergs, I'll turn it over to one of y'all or Christy to close us out.
I just saw somebody ask for an exact date. We don't have an exact date when it'll be back. They're projecting the 1st of May. That's what we need to tell people. If it comes earlier, then great. But the first week of May is what their projection is. So, but I'm going to have to correct Stacy because I think he's wrong.
What am I wrong on? What I misspeak about?
Okay. We have the soft launch, and you're calling the next one a hard launch. I'm going to say it's a medium because I think we're going to sell out again. I'm going to go ahead and declare that. They said that we would never run out of the first batch that they had. They said they had so much product, 6 months worth of product, we're never going to sell out. They're saying the same thing again. They ordered a couple of years worth. I say we're going to sell out again. I really do.
I say we prove them wrong again.
I do too. I really do. I've got 150 names on a wait list that, and that's just me. So yeah, I really think, I don't think this is going to be the hard launch yet. I think this is just going to be an intermediate one because I really think we're going to sell out of this thing again. So let's go for it. And when this thing comes back, the pre-orders come back, get every single person, tell them you want to be on the first SKU to make sure you get it. So that's what I think. So anybody else got anything?
It's going to make subscribe and save even more important from the get-go this second time around.
Yeah. If y'all have not seen the value of subscriptions yet, then there's nothing we can do to help you because the subscription, the only people that are getting that product this month are the people that put it on subscription. So if y'all don't see the value in subscription, if you're not telling your people the value of subscription, then I really don't think there's anything we can say to make you see it because obviously it's huge. Subscriptions are crucial to everything. You get first priority in everything. So if you don't have a subscription, you need to get one today. But get your people on subscriptions. So, all right. Well, Thank you guys for joining us. Gosh, there's 4 of us talking and we all got done by 9:30. Holy crap. What is wrong with us? That's crazy. That is very unusual. I'm just saying. So I am going to declare Ephesians 3:20 over all of you. God is going to do exceedingly and abundantly more than we can think or ask because we honor him. His blessings are going to chase us down and overtake us. You are in the right place at the right time. And I declare a boldness to rise up in each one of you. God's going to open supernatural doors. People are going to seek us out and we are going to rise in the ranks because we give him the honor and glory. Love you guys.
Amen.
Good night.
Amen. Good night, guys.
Amen. Good night.